Rockstar Games, you sassy boys. For you guys, I have nothing but love. You never fail to entertain me, and I played so many of your games growing up, which might explain why I'm so fucked in the head. And I've always been open about my love for their games. I mean, GTA, spicy, Bully, juicy, Red Dead Redemption, tasty, Manhunt. I still haven't played that because when I was little, the box art honestly gave me nightmares, don't judge me. But there's one Rockstar game that I never fully got into, one game I never really put in the time for, and as I'm sure you can guess, that game is Austin Powers' Oh Behave for the Game Boy Color. Okay, maybe two games. LA Noire, Rockstar's crime-solving 1940s action-adventure puzzle thing that was recently re-released on the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. And when I say recently, I mean a month ago, but what can I tell you, I'm slow. And like I said, I never really spent that much time on LA Noire. I mean, I played it when it came out, and I remember enjoying it, but I don't even think I got halfway through. So now it's time to revisit it, give it the attention it still deserves, and try to ignore all the weird body animations. I mean, what the fuck is that? So the game follows the wacky adventures of Detective Cole Phelps as he solves crimes, catches bad guys, and makes his way through all the different departments of the LAPD, EFG, HIJK, you get the joke. And as main characters go, Cole is a pretty interesting guy. I mean, he is the classic good cop in a bad town who just wants to make a difference, clean up the streets, and make a name for himself in Hollywood without selling his body. But he's much more than just a stereotype. In fact, he's quite a complex character. Yes, he is a total goody two-shoes, but this fact is often used for a joke, and the game uses him as a punchline quite a lot. And yet, even though his Boy Scout personality is often used for giggles, he also has a dark side that the game shows you through these gritty World War II flashbacks, and it's made clear that even though he acts nice, he is not a perfect guy. He's a fucking nerd. Although even though I think Cole is a great character, it's actually every other character in the game that really impresses me. Being a detective-y game, you have to talk to and interview a ton of people, and I just love how authentic every single character in this game felt, from the nice guys to the bastards to the virgins. Wait, no, they were all pretty interesting, and I think that's a testament to not only the game's writing, but the great performances from all the actors involved. Which brings us to the motion capture, also known as the reason this game looked fucking spectacular in 2011, and now it looks kinda... Yeah, I'm having a good time. Really, just really enjoying myself over here. Loving life. This is so good. Immensely. Yeah, as you may already know, LA Noire was the game that introduced using motion capture on real actors to the world of video games, and at the time, this shit was revolutionary. Seeing real faces properly emote, we had never seen it done so well in a game, and it still looks pretty good to this day, so much so that I was instantly able to recognize this guy as Vine star Clarity. What the fuck is up, dude? But that being said, whilst the faces still look pretty realistic, the animation for the bodies is significantly more stiff and unpolished. So it creates this weird situation where half the time the characters look like real people and half the time they look like scarecrows with disembodied human heads shoved on them. So to recap, story thumbs up, writing thumbs up, graphics shaky thumbs up, so all that's left is the gameplay. Oh dear. No, but really, LA Noire is an incredibly varied game, and whilst the core gameplay of interviewing people and looking for clues is awesome, in my opinion, the rest of it is mixed. Most of what you do is interview people about whatever case you're on. You ask them questions, they answer, and you have to choose whether to believe them, doubt them, or present proof that they're lying. This is still a very interesting mechanic. Sometimes it's pretty hard to tell whether or not they're lying, and sometimes it's so fucking obvious it's hysterical. I mean, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Are you okay? Should I call someone? Is this a stroke? But seriously, gathering evidence, putting together the pieces, and solving the crime is still satisfying as hell, but to be honest, the other stuff you do can range from entertaining to kind of boring. For example, it wouldn't be a Rockstar game without some good old-fashioned gunfights, and they work just fine, but then you've got the trailing missions, or as I like to call them, modern-day water levels, because they're fucking everywhere and yet nobody likes them. And it's even more slow and tedious when you're trailing someone on foot. I mean, just... Move! Fucking move! Go somewhere! I have to follow you! Are you dead? And then there's the chases. Now, the car chases can actually be pretty fun. Driving around in those old-timey vehicles is always cool, and completely destroying someone's car is satisfying as hell. But then you've got the running chases, which are nothing but deceitful whores, because they give the illusion that something exciting is happening because of all the cool shit on the screen, when in real life, you're just... What the fuck? But even though it's got some gameplay flaws, LA Noire is still an exceptional game. It really is a one-of-a-kind experience with some fantastic writing, and 6 years later it still holds up really well. Whilst the graphics may have aged a bit and there's some gameplay stuff that frankly never should have been there in the first place, the great story, authentic characters, and absorbing core gameplay makes this a game that's still definitely worth a look. Whether it's this version, the original, or the new VR version that's coming out very soon. I could have just waited and reviewed that, probably would have got more views, but no, I'm too much of an impatient bastard, and have I mentioned my life is falling apart? The bottom line is, LA Noire is an intriguing game, and I think it's earned its place alongside the golden Rockstar games, like GTA, Red Dead Redemption, and their magnum opus, Austin Powers Welcome to My Underground Lair. That's right, they made 2 Austin Powers games. Not 1, but 2 Austin Powers games, and what really gets me is that they didn't even complete the trilogy. How dare you! LA Noire, or as I like to call it, Le Noire! I'm dying! I'm dying! Cut the video, I'm dying!